Yes, car design is one of the most fascinating and yet one of the most complex aspects of the racing world. The design team in the many motorsport category and constantly developing new solutions with one single goal in mind to make a car that is in combination with the drive travel the distance of a circuit in an amount of time smaller than any other drive vehicle combination present in the race venue at the day. But who is this done? The design process of a race car is not a sequential process but rather one where there are many backward steps, are many iteration and solution refinement and made. Before the design process, design one need to have full knowledge of the resource available and on the limitation imposed by these resource. Resource include time, budget, previous experience, and resources that design and building facilities such as computing power, prototyping and manufacturing machinery, testing equipment, instrumentation, and so on. With the cleverness, one or more resource may be substituted by another. The design approach briefly described here is the result of my previous experiences Bajaj CE design team by internship in the engineering design department of a company that built racing cars to the largest motor sport category and some minor category in Brazil, and from some excellent book which I will recommend it in the end of the article. The approach is made of 6 steps, namely analysis, uh, constraint and goal specification, primarily design, detail design, testing and development. This step will normally happen in non-sequent manner with some restriction arising in later step demanding change in previous stage. During this step, the design team will gather information that will serve as a foundation to set the design concentrate and goal. Here all the regulation change and reviewed and their impact on the design in assess. For example, the refueling ban implementation in the 2010 Formula One season forced him to run large fuel tank, and they also had to take into account the change on CG height due to fuel burn off. Also, the introduction of restriction of fuel flow and fuel load per race in 2014 forced manufacturing to increase their engine efficiency. Later, a performance analysis conducted in order to evaluate the performance of a previous design. If there is one, identifying its strength and weakness. The goal is to recognize the feature of the previous car that the engine should be tried to keep for the new design and the one they should try to eliminate. Finally, a benchmarking study should be conducted in order to evaluate the performance of concurrent team, identifying the gap between one's own design and that from other team. Data from opponent team will generally be extremely difficult to get your hand on, especially in the higher of a motorsport, yet the design team should do their best to quantify the performance of an opponent, as this is fundamental in specifying the performance goal.